Anyway, so after the car exploded,
both.
70s.
70s is not cold. What did you say?
Well, compared to like Florida.
I don't know. The whole time I was in Michigan, it was like 60s and 70s. This is a really nice day.
It's like
Yeah.
cool.
All right, here's the vlogging supplies.
Oh, I think we have one of those in the trunk.
Really?
Moved it.
And one of these.
Oh, I'll take the other one because the other one sucks. If you want to give it to me.
It's
No?
under
I
Ron's
have to
bed.
find it.
Well, if it's under there, you'll never use it. But I need at least one to use for ballet. Good morning, Seekers. I'm glad you found us today. It's Sunday, and it is the day that Rani goes on her big senior road trip. Oliver and Sullivan are going with them, and they're going to be heading out here right after church. I'm making them stay home and sing in the choir before I let them leave. Because there were so many people out of town, I couldn't afford to let my kids go out of town too. So they're all packed up, as you guys saw, in the car, and they are going to be heading out the second we are done singing. So it's going to be crazy, but it's going to be awesome. Oh. Whoops. Well, we survived it. It was not bad. We did well.
Barefoot.
You're barefoot.
I went up there barefoot.
You did?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Because I didn't.
You didn't want it to take too long to wear those shoes?
Because I weren't wearing.
You
those
weren't
shoes.
prepared? Cool.
I wasn't wearing the shoes when I was sitting down. So
Well, probably no one noticed. Hopefully.
no one did.
All right. Not me. I'm not leaving. Ronnie's leaving.
This one.
What?
Leaving? What? I just don't know how you can have everything so bad.
I don't know. That's what I'm going to do for Florida.
How long are you going to Florida?
4 days?
Yeah, you're only going for 4 days. They're going for 10.
Yeah, but they know that they're going to be able to wash clothes.
That's not the point. There's so much more they need than just clothes.
I didn't mean to shut the trunk.
I just remember every time we go camping. But I don't shave.
Yeah, but you should.
The only one in Finneas. Well, okay, I will tell you this funny story. The day that we met, because I was taking him not to, and his friend had convinced him to go. So, Baba and that one, that's one of his. So, oh yeah, see, he has one too. Look at that.
Let's hold it off the
Oh.
Like,
Hug him, Coxie, and Sully.
That already is. Why did he? I thought he was small. It's the weird.
Just a couple inches tall.
I don't know how these do it.
Like Oliver. There's this girl. There's this girl in your grandmother's ward. And she was telling a story about how she met her husband. She was like, it's an interesting story. I love telling it. She's like, his youngest brother is acting better with my older brother. And she was like, oh, okay. So then the middle brother ends up texting her, and he's like, hey, do you want to go on a date? And she's like, oh my gosh, okay.
Such a good story.
Do I have to get Oliver a hug?
What? Careful. Yeah, you do.
Sorry, everybody.
I was really afraid she'd fall in the river at the mini golf.
Ever.
Are you clumsy? Oh. She has the clumsy gene. You gonna miss Oliver? Buddy,
Yeah.
look at me so I can see you. Are you gonna miss Oliver?
Yeah.
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 You love Oliver. You gonna miss Sully?
Yeah.
You gonna miss Ronnie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
Bye, baby.
It's gonna be okay.
Don't step on any bees.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh my goodness. We never told them about that.
Oh, yeah,
Oliver
I
stepped on a bee
yesterday.
over here in the clover yesterday. Thankfully, apparently he's not allergic, but it hurt pretty good.
Yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah.
She's gonna put us on this thumbnail. It'll be when she catches us kissing.
Nah. Nah.
Because Oliver and me won't be there. We'll just be in
Yeah,
the room all day.
Finneas.
Don't spend too much time alone.
You'll become a recluse, and then what will we do with you?
Well, you could go with me to get Pokemons when every time I ask you, you just say no.
That was one time.
Yeah, but that was every
I went
time
to
I asked
the
you.
other 2 times.
Was every time I asked you.
Nuh-uh. You've asked me 3 times. I've gone twice.
Okay. Take care of my car. Don't wreck it. Yeah, kind of, but take care of my car because it's the nicest car I've ever had.
Why does it only go halfway down?
Because you're a kid. It's called the
You
child
won't
lock.
forget that it's under there.
I'm not
It's
kidding.
such an awkward window. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Grammy's doesn't do that. I like that. It's because it goes all
It's okay, the air conditioner works.
All right, Oliver, what's taking you so long? Get this over with. It's
Drive
becoming
away.
painful.
Go
Go away.
Leave.
We want to see you go away.
Bye.
He's like, but my music. I have
Guys,
to hook everything up.
Don't go away mad. Just go away.
Hey.
All right, guys. We are on our way now. We're going to head out and get Savannah, and then we'll be on the road. Say hi. Always say hi. And we're at Golden Corral eating. So that's what's for dinner. Alright, well you guys, so we were going off really good. And then stuff happened to the car. And now it is, as you can see, we're like on the side of the I-15. Isn't that just wonderful? But let me show you the car. Currently spewing coolant everywhere because it has a giant crack in it from that. So, you know, sometimes, you know, let's do road trip without any problems, right? So right now we are currently waiting on the side of the road, waiting for my dad to help us figure out what we should do. Right now, Sully's climbing rock, trying to keep himself entertained, so wish us luck and pray for us that we won't die.
Right, testing to see if this works, because I just recorded a bunch of footage. I think it's corrupted. Oh, there's Oliver looking sad. Alright, well, so since all of the rest of my footage got corrupted, let me give you a lowdown. First of all, cruising along I-15, just into Nevada. As we're cruising along, radiator explodes. The car's been having radiator problems. What? You're right, I do need some water. I might go back down to get some water. I might come back up here because it's nice, it's fun. It's kind of peaceful up here, honestly. Anyway, after the car exploded, we're all kind of worried. Oh crap, we're not gonna make it. Oh no. And I'm just thinking, that just means I get to climb that big wall over there while I'm waiting for something to happen. So that's what I did. And that's where I am. That's where I am. And now I'm going back down because they're worried about my hydration. No, I think I should get some water. So I'm headed back down. I found a pretty easy place. A lot of strong footholds. Anyway, while I was up here, Rani called me to let me know that I should let the Airbnb lady know that we might not be able to make it. So that's what I did. She was very accommodating. She's just letting us know that she wishes the best and that she hopes that that we make it. Letting us know that if she's not there to do the house tour when we get there, that she'll have a lockbox, so we'll still be able to get in the house when we get there, as long as it's for the appropriate days we're scheduled, I'm assuming. And the one thing I'm worried about right now is that my phone doesn't have a phone case. I got this phone 2 days ago to fix a problem that I was having with an app. Spotify wasn't working. And in the end, it didn't fix the problem, apparently. So I'm still having some problems with accessing any sort of musical entertainment. Oh, I think I passed the spot. Anyway, my phone doesn't have a phone case right now. And I'm a little high up. It's a little nerve-wracking. So I didn't film coming up. I'm not gonna film going back down. Maybe if I had the GoPro stick or something. Maybe if we brought the GoPro helmet strap. Anyway, I'm gonna head back down. I'll let you know how it goes. Alright, I made it down to the halfway point. Had to walk all the way back, go down the safe spot, come all the way back this way, and then climb down the little hill next to the car. No biggie. Rani called me again, concerned. She's like, "Where are you? You have to come back." I was just over there. I was just playing it safe. They're just worried about me. Anyway, I'll be back to the car soon. I might go back up there. Depends on how I feel by the time I get some water. And right now, just trying to avoid any sort of snakes that might be creeping around this brush, because that's very likely. Now, this is the part of the footage where, when my mom sees it, she says, "Why are you filming like this? Why are you filming just the lower bottom half of your face?" And I guess I should fix it, but, you know, maybe I like it that way. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I don't want to... Oh, crap. Oh, boy. This is fun. Sorry. A lot of, collapsing ground where I think there might be snakes. Boy. And some plants that have decided that they want to cling to me and cause me discomfort in my socks. I'm having a great time right now. I just want to let you know. It's a great time. Great time. Alright.
You're welcome.
Looks like we got a friend. Some Dodge truck showed up. See if he can help us.
All right, I had to come out here so that I could not be freaking out in front of the kids. I'm trying really hard to stay calm. I received a call from my daughter saying that they have gotten stranded somewhere outside of Mesquite, Nevada, in the middle of the desert in 102-degree heat, and they have blown a hole in their radiator. So where they are, if we drive really, really fast straight through, they are about 4.5 hours drive away from us. It's not as bad as I was at first imagining, because when I first heard that they were stuck there, I thought it was like 6 or 7 hours. And it looks like Dave, luckily there was a store that was open that Dave was able to get a radiator. It looks like he just got back. In fact, you're able to get it?
Kind of scared me. The first one he brought out was a damaged return. It was a used radiator.
Oh my gosh.
That ain't gonna work. You went back in the back and then just praying. It's like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so Dave was in the middle of fixing this car because he was supposed to be taking it to Loretta because she was going to borrow it for the week. But now we're not going to be able to let her borrow it because we have to give them this car. And we probably should have just sent them in this car to begin with. We don't know. We sent them with the car that we thought was the best car. So this is where the lay of the land is at this point. I just talked to them and they said that someone pulled over and is offering them a ride to Mesquite, which is pretty impressive because apparently they're like on a stretch of road where they have to drive really far one way in order to turn around and go back the other way. And so it's quite a bit out of the way for the person that stopped. But thankfully someone stopped because I'm thinking, apparently they said 2 other people stopped and didn't even bother to ask them if they needed help. And I'm like, what on earth? Like, they see them on the cell phone and they assume they're going to be fine. Just because you have a cell phone, and it doesn't mean you're going to be fine in the middle of the desert. Thankfully, they had water and sunscreen and ways to make shade. Like, they were going to camp out there waiting for him. And thankfully, it's later in the day, and so the heat should be okay. So, they're getting a ride to the Walmart in Mesquite, hopefully, if the person that picked them up is a nice person and not a scary person. You know I'm a mom, because my mind immediately goes to, is it a scary person? I like to believe that people are inherently good, and I don't feel really horrible about it. I'm feeling okay, and so I am just gonna keep calm, but I'm hoping that in the next half hour or so I get a call from them saying they're at the Walmart. Then we're trying to get a tow truck to take the car to the Walmart. Dave is gonna drive the Sullivan's car, meet them, give them the car, and send them on their way on their trip. Hopefully, because it's all paid for, and it will be a heartbreak if they don't get to go do their big trip because of car trouble. Oh, it's a heartbreak. It's like the worst nightmare. It's like the first leg of their trip before they even got to go anywhere. Oh, feeling really bad for them right now. I am praying their things don't get stolen out of the back of the car while they're waiting for the tow truck to pick it up, because you never know. Anyway, so I guess we'll let you know what we know when we know. I love how you said, I'll see you in 8 hours when you know that you have a radiator to put in a car.
Half hour. It's a half-hour job.
Time it.
Okay. How about I set my phone up, we'll time lapse?
Okay, whatever. No, I don't think people want to see that. Just record before and after. All right, well, now we just pray that this one makes it. Right?
Alright guys, so we're in Mesquite and we're in the Smiths. Waiting for my dad.
Yeah, me too. I recorded some stuff about incidents.
And about
My
Sully's
little
adventures.
Except most of the files got corrupted, so I've got like half of it.
Oh dang. Lame. Alright, anyways. So we're in Mesquite. We're waiting for my dad. He's about 4 to 4.5 hours away. Other than that, I think we're doing okay. We're just still figuring out the tow truck company. If my dad can get there before the company, then we should be, then he can just take it and we can just not have Spanish family worry about it. So I'll keep you guys updated.
Not without hugging me. Be careful. I thought I was going to have a hard time letting them go, but now I'm really worried about you. I'm fine. Not panicking.
Good.
Yet.
In about 8-9 hours.
Oh, Daddy, he needs a bye-bye hug. Don't forget him.
Bye-bye hug.
Well, go get one and go tell the girls to come hug Dad, too.
Okay.
Hurry, he's got to get going.
I found Mira under Ollie's car. What is this, Mira? Bye.
Bye. Okay, I gotta go get the kids.
All right, Ronnie's calling me. I got to go.
Okay. Bye.
See ya.
Love you, Daddy. Jasper didn't get a hug.
Yes, he did. Stay back, Jasper.
What's that? What is that?
Okay, breathe. So we heard from Rani. They made it to the Smiths in Mesquite. So they did not get killed by a crazy person, and they made it there fairly quickly, which makes me happy. That means that the tow truck won't have to go so far, so hopefully it won't be extremely expensive. Dave is now on his way, piled all his tools and a bunch of water and stuff like that in the car. So he says, see you in 9 hours, because he thinks it's only going to take him a half an hour to replace that radiator. Please, 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 please let that be the case. doing a lot of praying, a lot of soul searching, and I'm so worried for the kids because I really, really wanted this trip to work out for them. They have worked so hard planning it, and they just got so much invested in this trip, and this is hopefully just going to be a really fun story that they get to tell later, and I hope the heck they're actually vlogging it. Wait, what? What?
They're like walking around the whole back. They're actually like right there. They got used to each other. They haven't been pecking yet.
So 2 full days have passed, and Chicken Bone and Jerry are still living.
And Seekers. Chicken and Jerry didn't sleep in the little bunny cage. They slept in one of those little resting boxes. And they got really used to each other, so they don't really care.
Good. That's fantastic. I'm sure that Angela will be so happy. Well, I'm happy that Jerry and Chicken Bone are okay.
Alright guys, so we are currently, it is what? What time is it, Savannah?
8:31.
It's 8:31. My dad is probably about 3 hours and a half away still. We are still waiting for the tow truck because even though they said they would be here for 16, it would take an hour to get here, still not here. Savannah's on hold. She's been on hold for what? How long?
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Gotta love it. So, that's fun.
Last I heard, Dave is halfway there and the car is still not been brought to the kids. Getting kind of worried about that. I am stocking up on caffeine. I am gonna drink a bang and try and stay awake. It's about 10 o'clock at night at this point. Dave should get there no later than midnight. So I'm trying to, even though I got no sleep last night, I am trying to push through and make sure that I stay awake until the kids are on the road again. Hopefully, Dave will also be fixing a car, because if the kids get on the road and Dave doesn't have a car to fix, that means Dave is stranded in the Smith's parking lot. So it's just after midnight, and Dave finally made it to them, but the tow truck driver seriously just called and said he was still an hour away. How's that even possible? My husband drove 4.5 hours to them and made it there before the tow truck. And we're going to be paying them? How? They left teenagers on the side of the road and they don't even know that they made it somewhere else. I just can't even. Like, I cannot even. They're lucky that I'm not down there, because I would be calling that company and rooming them up one side and down the other. In fact, I'm tempted to get the number and do so. So now Dave is driving them back up to the car at this point to get their stuff, because they don't even have their stuff because their stuff is in the car. So he's going to get them switched over, and then I guess he's just going to start fixing the radiator. And like, I'm told him, I'm like, if you get that radiator fixed before that guy shows up, drive away. Let him search for the car. Let him feel guilty. Drive away. If I have to pay for this, if this guy charges me like $500 from driving 2 hours away to pick up our car, I am going to throw a holy fit. I'm tired, I'm cranky, and really, really angry right now. Like, really angry. If I find anything else out, I'll let you guys know. But for now, I'm trying to just stay awake long enough to find out they went on the road and they're on their way to California before I fall asleep. And even then, I don't even know if I'm going to sleep. This is supposed to be so fun, and they're supposed to have been there already. And I'm like... Life's an adventure.
Alright, so I got here at midnight. It is now 12:26. I got the radiator out. Just gotta prep the new one. I don't know where they dispatched their tow truck from, but I drove 4.5 hours and the tow truck was still an hour out. So we canceled it. I got the parts to fix it. So I'll just put her back together. Alright. Brand new one. And get her put in.
Alrighty, Seekers, it's 1 a.m. and I just heard back from the kids. They were able to get their stuff out of the car and they are on their way to California. They have 5 more hours of driving ahead of them, so they were not going to arrive in California until 6 a.m. and they're supposed to be going to Universal Studios So I've given them instructions, because now that they've switched cars, they only have 2 drivers because it's a stick shift, and they only have 2 drivers that know how to drive it. That they take 1.5 hour shifts, and that they set alarms and they switch back and forth so that one person doesn't drive too long. I'm hoping that that means that there'll be a rotation for sleep, and they might actually be able to do the park tomorrow. Now the tricky part is finding the B&B, getting the lock code to work and everything. I don't think I'm going to get any sleep tonight. I'm definitely going to set my alarm for about 5 a.m. if I try and sleep for a few hours. But I cannot sleep until I know that Dave has got that radiator in the car and he's heading home. So, still chugging away on some more caffeine and trying to stay awake. I was watching a movie, but I just can't focus on it. So, I'm just going to, I don't know, maybe watch some YouTube or something. Try and stay awake until Dave says he's back on the road home. So, and then I'll probably sleep for a few hours. We'll see. But yeah, this has been quite the saga. I'm going to go ahead and say goodnight to you guys, and thank you for watching. And tell you, if you like this video, don't forget to like it. And I wish you could comment, but YouTube is lame. And subscribe, because you should be part of the family. And that's about all for right now. And I might be back later. Or I might not.
So it took me a little bit longer fighting with a couple of the spring clamps. So it's 1:30 in the morning. Not bad. So heading home. Looks like everything's good on it.
What time is it? Like 5 a.m. right now, and we just finally got to where B&B is, and it is 64 degrees out here, and we still have to haul everything inside. Oh, gotta love it.